Alright, hey there. I am making my first American Flag Cross. Now I know I made one before with American Flag vinyl on it, but I'm actually separating out the colors this time on this one. So, let's check it out. I'm old here and yeah, I know. What's going on there? I gotta pour blue in this little corner here. And that's what I'm about to do. So I'll put this block up right there, and I'll put a block up right there, because I don't want blue getting on the right side of the cross or the bottom. So looking at the cross, I just want it over there. So I have my blocks and I put this little battery on there just because it got some weight to hold it down so those blocks don't move. Got my epoxy here, 100 cc's. About to pour some blue pigments in there. Alright, I got the blue pigments in there. Time to mix it. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed. I put it under a light so you can see it. It's a pretty color. Alright, I'm going to pause the video so I can just mix this up, because you don't want to sit here and see me do this for the next 2 or 3 minutes. But basically I'm just mixing it up and you're going to see a pretty color like that blue. Alright, got her all mixed up now, nice and pretty. So I'm going to pour a little bit out into here. Give me about half of the thickness of the mold here. And a little bit of whatever I have left over. I always pour an excess to make sure I have plenty. And then any leftovers I put in other molds, such as this baseball cross. Or not baseball cross, sorry. Baseball mold. If you look, I've been making some baseball keychains over here. So that's what I do with my leftovers. And if there's more left over, then I'll just put it into the smaller cross to make a layered cross. But without further ado, let's pour it. It's my favorite part because it's so mesmerizing. Alright. So I'm trying to control epoxy and a camera at the same time. It's kind of difficult. And I know my hands are all up in the way. Shadows everywhere. So we're gonna get this going here. Alright, it's about where I need it. Thickness wise, that's okay if it went on there. I'll come back to that in a minute, but I'm just gonna pour this out since I already have it going. This you go super slow over the stitches, because it will hit those air bubbles trapped in between the stitches. So always go a little bit slower and lower here. Anyway, I just pour this a little bit and let that stop because it'll fill in, as you can see. Maybe a hair more. That's a hair, yeah, that's what I call a hair. And then we'll put some in here. I'm not filling this whole thing up though, but we'll just do a little bit just to cover the bottom. Well, I guess it will take all what's left in here. Just a small thin layer in here, and I will just let that sit right there, and that's going to pour out. So we'll let that set and pour. But here we go. I don't want to move that battery. It's trying hard to see the light here. Let me see if I can just slide the mold. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm gonna put this back on there because I just don't trust it to not move. But we'll hit it with some heat to get rid of bubbles. And we're gonna go back in there with a stick and kind of just maneuver it around a little bit, make some swirls or whatnot. It's kind of random, and it's not going to stay the little pattern. You'll see darker spots. I'm so sorry about the video being blurry. I usually have the phone just set up in a good spot to see it. But anyway, these darker spots and lighter spots, they're not going to stay there. As this cures, and it has the exothermic reaction happen, and when I hit it with a alcohol, golly, I can't even think. It's gonna change. I'm sorry about that. So I'm gonna hit it real quick with the isopropyl alcohol, and you're gonna watch the. This takes away some more bubbles. I'm gonna try to get repositioned here. There we go. Oh, that was too much of a stream there. I got the kids outside this window here, and they're all being bullies to each other. And then I'm gonna hit this. That's a small layer here. I'll show you over there what's happening there is happening here, but I want to pop the bubbles first with torch. And then I'm gonna hit it with 99% isopropyl alcohol. And then if you watch it closely, you'll see exothermic reaction kind of taking place. Oh, caught on fire there. So that's overspray. That's why I have this table protector on. Anyway, if you look here, golly, everything's falling everywhere. That'll cure. Got the baseball mold, keychain mold just sitting there to cure. And this will cure up now. And it's going to look similar to that when it's finally done. So whenever this blue gets done, I will come back on this side and down here to hit the red, and I will take the blocks off because this blue will be hardened and cured tomorrow or 24 hours later. So I'll do that. Anyway, that's the process.